It is day 17 of March Madness, and today's exercise of the day is the shoulder bridge. So I'm here with my magic circle to do a little mini workout, all inspired by the shoulder bridge, which is one of my favorite exercises. So great for just building strength and mobility in our body, and so doable by all bodies. So let's get started. We're going to lay back on our mat. Oh, get yourself set up with your feet and knees about hip width apart. I always feel like I need to pull my heels back toward my sitting bones a little bit, kind of get my feet underneath my knees. And then we're going to take our magic circle overhead, butt of the palms pressing into our circle, shoulder blades kind of nice and anchored. And let's just start with a little movement with our arms. As you inhale, just light touch on your circle. Can we just reach the circle overhead, maybe tapping it on the floor behind you if that's there for you? And then exhale, we'll bring that circle back over our chest. Inhale, we're going to reach the arms overhead. And then exhale as you bring that circle forward over the chest. Let's do one more. Nice big breath. Inhale, we'll reach arms up overhead. And then exhale, bring that circle over your chest. Now, next up, we're going to head right into a little bridging with our circle. So we'll start with our pelvic tuck, push our feet down into the mat, start lifting our hips. And as we take a giant inhale and lift up, I want us to take our circle up overhead with us. Maybe tapping the floor at the top if that's in your range. And then as you roll back down, just time it so that that circle comes back with you as you curl your back into the mat, releasing your hips to go back to your start position. Let's do it again. Inhale, pelvic tuck, lift the hips, reach overhead, reach that circle up, up, up. And then a nice big exhale as you roll down, feeling your back connect, abs pulling in, and just a little engagement into that circle the whole time. All right, next one we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to roll up the same way. Take a big inhale, reach overhead, maybe holding the circle at that place where it's lightly touching the floor. And I want you to leave your circle overhead as you roll down. Just getting to play with how leaving those arms overhead can kind of help us roll through that upper back, mid back a little bit better. And as you roll down, come all the way down, tailbone heavy, and then let's roll up that way. Inhaling, pelvic tuck, start to lift your hips, send your knees forward, your shins forward to feel that whole body length. And then again, just leave your arms up there and play with what that feels like to roll down through that very upper back, middle back, low back, and all the way down. Let's do one more like that. Inhaling as you roll up, 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 big breath, lift the hips, maybe get just a little higher on that one, and then exhale, roll all the way down, leave that circle there, come all the way down, and release hips, and then just bring that circle back over the chest. All right, next up we're going to do some bridges with some fun variations of places to put our magic circle. So let's start with some inner thighs. We're going to take our magic circle in between the thighs a little bit, go with what's somewhat comfortable for you on here. Now, with the magic circle, you're going to have to go wider with your feet. You probably won't be able to do that true hip width. That's okay. Do have your feet nice and anchored. Press your arms down into the mat. Let's just start with a little inner thigh work while we're here. Let's just do a little squeeze and release. And I like to see if I can squeeze enough that I do get my legs in line with my feet and with my hips, or close to that, and then release. Let's do two more. We'll squeeze in and release. And then let's squeeze, see if we can hold the squeeze for our bridge. Pelvic tuck, bridge, up, up, up. So it's like a steady, firm squeeze. And then roll back down, curl through your back, release your hips, and then give yourself like a little rest moment where your circle gets to open up. And then we'll do that again. We'll squeeze gently in, press those arms in, pelvic tuck, lift the hips. Maybe appreciating how that circle just helps us keep that good alignment with our knees, trying to reach over our center of our foot. And of course, fires up those inner thighs a little extra, gives them a little extra strengthening work. Let's do one more. We're going to squeeze, pelvic tuck, lift your hips, roll up, up, up. Let's add bonuses at the top. Can we stay up there? Open the legs, and then squeeze it back in. Let's do 5 of those. Open, squeeze, open, squeeze, open, squeeze. One more time. Squeeze to roll down, right? It's your hug in. It's that roll down through your back. And release your hips at the bottom. Take a little rest. We're going to move our circle. We're going to put our legs inside the circle now and have it out on like our outer thighs. And I kind of go, I want to feel like a little gentle pressure into the circle to start with. Pull the heels back towards you. Press your arms into the mat. And let's do a little outer thigh work. So now that we're here, like if you start where you just have like a little tension and then you feel like you could press out and release. Let's do 5 of those. Press. It'll also let you know if you need to adjust your circle. Make it more comfortable. Definitely do that. 2 more. Press. Release. Press. Release. Now, let's press outward and do our bridge while you're pressing outward. You're going to feel that outer thigh work. Keep reaching those knees forward as you come up. And then roll back down. Lots of that just curling through every little piece of your back. Relax hips at the bottom, and then maybe let the legs come in and have a little rest in between. And then we do it again. We press out, pelvic tuck, lift your hips, roll up, 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 and then roll right back down, upper back, middle back. Are you pressing out that whole time until you're all the way down, and then you get like your little rest moment. 1 more. Let's throw some bonuses in. Let's press outward. Fire up those outer thighs. Roll yourself up, up, up. Hold up there. We're going to do the kind of relax the legs toward your center. Press back out 5 times. Relax them in. Press back out. Keep lifting. Like every time you push outward, you might be able to lift those hips a little more. Good. I think we have 1 more. Press out. Hold it. Roll down. Holding. Pressing outward that whole time as you curl down through your back. And release your hips. Okay, we have 1 more, maybe my favorite version with this magic circle of our bridges. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to put the magic circle on the mat. Let me do this with my right leg first. Put my foot on top of the circle. Little tricky. I will warn you. Takes a little setup here. You're going to hold the circle upright. You're going to get your foot on top. Feels like work already when we get there. And maybe test out. Like let's just be here and let's just do a little press and lift. Notice how you can't overpress or that circle's going to knock over, right? You're just pushing the circle down a little and back up. Let's do 1 more of those just to get a feel for that. All right, now, you don't have to overly press, but you're going to press some into the circle, some into the standing leg, and you're going to try your bridge there. Pelvic tuck, lift up. Takes a little figuring out, like how much can I press down into the circle and not like knock the circle down, and then still roll up and down through your back pretty evenly. Fun challenge. Inhale, pelvic tuck, roll up, lift the hips up, 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 and then exhale, roll back down, trying to curl through your back and release hips. All right, we're doing 1 more on this side with some bonuses at the top. Here they are. You're going to pelvic tuck, lift your hips, bridge up, maybe take a moment and really find your place nice and strong, and then try that press and lift. Let's just do 3. When you press down, can you lift your hips up more? 1 last one. Press, lift, and then we'll roll all the way down, upper back, middle back, low back. Release the hips at the bottom, and then we get to try that on the other side. All right, let's try it out. Might have to, like me, adjust. So you have 1 foot on the magic circle. You're just trying to keep that magic circle upright. The other leg, in my brain, it's about hip width apart, right? It's probably not going to be perfect. It's fine. You're going to anchor your foot, have your knee up to the ceiling, press your arms in, and test out that little, push the circle down a little, and come back up. Appreciating just that little piece of it feels like some really good work, right? Core work, we're keeping our hips stable, and we're just pushing the circle down and back up. I think we have 2 more of those. Did we do 5 of those? I might have added a bonus. Okay. Now we're going to do that bridge. We're going to pelvic tuck, lift our hips, roll up, 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 and then roll right back down. Just trying to do that nice centered roll up and down through your back. which of course is no easy feat when there's a magic circle under one foot. Inhale, we'll bridge up, 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 your place as you come up. And then that exhale to roll right back down, curling down through your back, landing hips. And then we have our bonus one. Ready? Let's do it. Pelvic tuck, roll up. You're going to hold in your place, like really get there. Press those arms in, lift your hips up 3 times. Press and release. When you press, remember you can lift higher and release. One more time, press, lift higher, and then take a roll down, curl down through your back, roll all the way down to the mat and release, and then set your circle to the side. We're just going to end today with one regular shoulder bridge, which you'll appreciate after we get rid of that magic circle. Arms press in. Take a big breath. Take your time. Inhale, pelvic tilt. Lift your hips. Roll up, 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 up. And then roll right back down. Upper back, middle back, low back. And release your hips at the bottom. And then we are all done with today's Magic Circle mini workout. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you tomorrow for some more Magic Circle fun.